mistreated. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Charger offense readying for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. There's Williams. What a catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Kaepernick going to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Open man is Uzama. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Kaepernick now on first down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning it, Hill. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
These two teams all tied after one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On third down, Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And this offense on third down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and goal. Kaepernick now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You know, he's been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, the training staff, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And this is caught by Williams. Touchdown!
Mike Williams
as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
To return it, Darius Phillips.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Back to Mixon on second down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And this returnable for Hill.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Herbert now. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Guyton.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off at the 40, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. Down to the 25. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Herbert. Open space inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 36.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Kelly. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, to help them extend their lead. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A first throw for the backup, Griffin. And, oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw on 2nd and 10, Griffin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
On the draw, it's Evans. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Kaepernick to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Kaepernick.
And we'll go underneath here to Evans.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling the ball.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Jerry Tillery coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Kaepernick.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And he comes back with one complete.
5
yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Kelly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On the delay, it's Kelly. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is RG3. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Michael Davis. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
What's up, man?
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Kelly on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week